Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Bit Heroes. It's been a while, actually. We didn't stream last week, so I think it's been 2 weeks since we've done a Bit Hero stream, which is quite a long time. Either way, welcome back. Let us put our consumables on. And today we are going to do a little bit different than what we normally do. We are going to do... Pip, welcome. Good morning. We're going to do the PvP Gauntlet Expedition like always. But instead of doing a bunch of world bosses with our energy, we're going to do Teal'c's Dungeon. Because if we get... I've already got one off camera with just farming and stuff. I got one Teal'c. So if I can get two more, I can make a third Glass DOS. Not that I really need it, but for stuff like this, for PvP and stuff, it would be pretty handy. As well as for invasion and other stuff. And like, he's really good. And if I'm two Teal'cs away from getting it, may as well, right? So we're going to do that and try for two Teal'cs today. And we'll see how we go. Because today does have 30%. Item Find also has 30% capture rate. So we'll try. Oh no. I lost the peanut. Also, I love it that you're first tier, Pip, and you have absolutely no idea what this game is or how it works. Good job. Thanks for coming. At the back. What's going on? Welcome. You haven't slept? Well, you're not streaming most times, though. What item am I going for? Am I going to find? That's a good question. Maybe a peanut? I already found a peanut. I have many peanuts. Mini peanuts? Covered like with like dates and stuff. And some chocolate on the bun. Pretty good. I think we'll find an epic helmet. That's my guess. Sent me a message? I did not receive said message. Yeah, notifications don't work, man. It's crap. Joyce, welcome. Fair enough, too. That's shitty, but fair enough. Sorry. I was going to eat all this before stream, but I ran out of time. I should let people hear now. Okay. Almost done. I like that it's Gauntlet Week. That's good. Because I don't like trials. I'm not good at trials. My team always gets destroyed in trials, whereas Gauntlet, I can pretty much auto. And save like the Astaroth boss. I complete it every time. So Gauntlet for me is way easier. A lot of people do the opposite, which I've never understood because for me this is easier. But yeah, Gauntlet's piss. Okay, no epic helm, but there's still plenty of time. So I did get a set piece in Expedition recently, which takes me up to, I think I've got 10 of the set piece material breakdown. I need 12. That's if I want to respec my entire build as is right now. I think I've got enough Fire Blossoms. I don't think I need any more, but I'm bad at maths, so maybe not. But if my maths is right and everything, because I've never up-tiered anything before, like a whole set before, like a piece here and there, yeah, but so I might have a few facts wrong. but I think I need a few more set pieces to break down to get the set materials, and I think I've got enough of the fire blossoms, everything else I need. So if we can get 2 more sets before the new content comes out, I have no idea when that's going to be. Probably in the next little bit, I would assume, if we're going by the 5 to 6 month rule. But we shall see. So that's still the plan. Hey, look, absolutely, like, no issues whatsoever. Sometimes I don't even complete trials. Like, I get wiped. Still no epic helm. Cursed Cube, welcome. What's going on? Not much. Getting ready to go to the store. How about you? Yeah, not much. Just woke up. So, wake up and go to get on stream. It's basically my schedule. So, yeah, I don't do much before jumping on. It's 8. Well, it's 8:12 a.m. But I start streaming at 8 a.m. and I get up at like 20 past 7. So pretty much get up, brush my teeth, have a shower. Check my phone stuff from overnight, make some food, or in this case eat some muesli bars, make a coffee, jump on the computer, prep everything, and then go. So yeah, I haven't even been awake an hour yet, so yeah, not much to report for today. Just wake up and jump online basically. What are you gonna buy from the store? Like dinner and stuff? What? Okay, haven't done Expedition on the new PC yet, it seems. I don't even know which thing to go for. I haven't paid any attention to this Expedition. I haven't been able to play Bit Heroes that much recently. 700? I think that's what I'm doing on my phone. Yeah, I haven't been able to play much recently, so that is a big drift. My kind of... Oh shit, no, we're fine. My playtime and my what's the word I'm looking for? Contribution and all that sort of stuff hasn't been high in the last, probably since Christmas. Just been pretty busy. Food for the upcoming week. Sits fridge is kind of empty. Nice. Yeah, I'm one of those weird people that goes to the supermarket every day. Instead of doing like a weekly shop. And there's 2 reasons for that. One, I'm one of those people that's really iffy with use by dates. So stuff like, you know, if you went and bought fruit and veg and, you know, bread and milk and all that sort of stuff is fine. But other things like meat and stuff like that, I want to buy it each day. Like I wouldn't want to buy, you know, a kilo of chicken or something and use it over the week. I'd just prefer to go and buy, you know, the 250 grams or whatever it is each day. The other thing is my social life's hectic as shit, so I don't know from day to day what I'm doing each night and who I'm seeing and all that sort of stuff. So I could, you know, if I did meal plan prep things and I bought all this stuff for dinners, for instance, there's a good chance that I'm not going to be able to use them and then the food's going to go to waste. So yeah, basically go to the supermarket as needed. Hard farmed expedition. Wanted the broom cosmetic from the wizard portal. No luck so far. Oh no. Yeah, that's how it goes, man. I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna die. Yeah, I as I said, I haven't played much and I don't remember the expedition stuff, so I can't remember what's in each one as far as mythics and stuff go. But I know this one has... Wait, which one's got the... This one, right? Has the broom? The Harry Potter one. Roy is the name. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Hello everyone. Scarlett, welcome. Hi. Hello. Thank you for the follow, dude. Nice hat. Thank you. Yeah, everyone loves the hat. I've had it for a long time. Nearly 11 years. 10. No, hang on. 10 years. About 10 years. It's pretty good. I bought it in Japan. You got the broom from last time? Nice. Yeah, I think like the broom's in this one, right? And then that Driffin is from that other one we were just in. And then I don't know what else. I don't know what mythics are in here. Like what's the cosmetic mythics and stuff in here? Because I don't need them to wear them, but as far as cosmetics go. So I've just kind of been randomly just picking one. I've been doing that Driffin one for a while actually. So I may even have a mount. I just haven't checked. Let me check in a sec. Farm so hard that I'm ranked 19. Wow. Yeah, well RNG is a bitch, right? I didn't get to 19, but I farmed when Yeti Portal was out. That hasn't been out for so long. I don't think. I went hard because I wanted that Yeti mount so bad, and I never got it. So not 19 rank because that's crazy, but yeah. RNG is a bitch. Alright, did we get anything? What is this? This is the fishing boat. That's not what I want. No. The only expedition one I've got is Goblin. Oh no, also Brimbino. That's it. So no luck for me. Top is the blob dude, middle is the horse. Oh yeah, the horse. Purple drift and the left broom. Thank you. That's good to know. Yeah, I don't like the horse one. The blob guy's alright. I think the broom and the drift are the best too. Minecraft. Hello, welcome. Although I remembered that you're Mel something, right? I think I remembered. Melif something. I never remember how to pronounce your name. Pretty sure that's you. So yeah, for the people that weren't here when we first started, I mean, we haven't been going long. We've been going 13 minutes. We're going to be spending our energy on... Yeah, there we go. Melliflusium. No, that's not right. Melliflusim. Melliflusim? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Anyway, we're going to use our energy on portals, on dungeons, on the Teal'c dungeon instead of World Boss today. Because I want to get 2 more Teal'cs. My IGN is the same as here and in game. That makes it a lot easier, yeah. When people, like, the people that have been around for ages, since like when I started doing YouTube content and stuff, that I've known for years, that don't have the same name as like, you know, on Steam or in this game or whatever game we're playing. I remember because I've known them for so long. But when new people come in and they have different names in like for Bit Heroes, for instance, in Bit Heroes 2 on Twitch or in my Discord or something like that, I never remember who's who, because since playing for 2 years, nice. Since, you know, there's a bunch of new people from the Bit Hero side of things, and I've constantly got people asking me questions and commenting on YouTube and all the rest of it. Unless it's the same name, I never remember who people are. It's very rare that I can remember, but I do remember Melif. I'll call you Melif. That is the Minecraft thing. I'm pretty sure you can change your Steam name. Not that I'm like that people should, just to make it easier. Because you've obviously chosen that Steam name, that Twitch name, sorry, for a reason. But I'm pretty sure you can, if anyone like wanted to, didn't care. But this is just Bit Heroes, right? This is one thing of 10 gajillion games on Twitch. So, what is this song? Apart from a lullaby. It's a bit better. You're a lizard, Harry. Sleepy Star, welcome. Did he pick that name for a good reason though? I don't know. I played this game because an ad on Facebook. Oh yeah, good old advertising. Maybe I switched my Twitch account with my IGN name. I mean, I'm not. That's what I start again. I was just mentioning that people could do that if they wanted to, not to ask you to do it. It was just, you know, sometimes people can't remember who's who because different names and stuff. Okay, let me make sure I had item find gear. I did not. Fuck yes, I've got my capture rate gear. Good job, me. Good job. All right, well, I guess we'll do this now then. I nailed it. Gotta go, only 7%. All right, man. Have a good day. See you soon. Good job, Facebook. Yeah, targeted advertising, so good. You've seen like I've never seen ever have I seen a mobile game advertise harder and go harder than that Raid Shadow Legends game. I wasn't interested in it to start with, but now like every single time I see an ad for it, I'm less and less and less interested, to the point now where I hate it. Because it's just like, for fuck's sake, stop it. Every second ad, every thing is Raid Shadow Legends. And then you get like, if you're watching YouTube or something, you get like the sponsored ads by like big YouTubers and stuff. Like, oh guys, you got to check out this. Like, obviously they've got to try and be enthusiastic because they're being paid to do it. And you're like, you know that they give no fucks about this game. And they try and make it sound like as cool as they can and stuff. It just, Raid Shadow Legends is just everywhere. I don't know if it's a good game or not. I don't have interest in it, but because it's like shoved down my throat so much, I don't want anything to do with it. You just kill Dumbledore, you can wield the wand, yeah. Nord? VPN? Same shit. I saw ad space saying sorry for mobile ads. Really? Oh, it's just that one particularly. There's another one I see a lot for Idle Heroes as well, but I play Idle Heroes, so I don't know whether that's just because I play it. Like the targeted advertising thing, but Raid Shadow Legends is everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Pardon me. I got like peanut dust in my throat or something. You know, like on mobile, if you're playing this on mobile, you get the little like in the dungeons you get the view video things to get free gems, and then back in town there's like a thing up here where it's like free video, and you either get gems or energy or a, weirdly enough, PvP ticket. So many of them are Raid Shadow Legends, and then ads in other games and stuff. It's, I don't know, it's just everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. I got nuts stuck in my throat. Yeah, I do. You could say I went balls deep. People literally bought ad space to give us less mobile ads. Is that true? That's pretty funny. I mean, look, ads are there for a reason, right? People got to get paid. It's the same with like people crack the shits about when I was in the council. People were cracking the shits and stuff about, you know, the pay to win side of this compared to the free to play side of this. And I mean, it's just the way it is. You know, there's no game that's going to be a free to play game that has microtransactions is ever going to be equal footing, because the whole point of it is to pay to get ahead, right? Pay to win. So it's in the name. So you can't really compare a free to play account to a pay to win account. But people are cracking the shits being like, well, we can look right now. And I personally am of a view, but not so black and white, that it's probably a $99 thing at the moment. Yep, here we go. $99 thing, a $50 thing, a $20 thing, and then some gem stuff. I think having a $99 thing and a $50 thing in the shop pretty much at all times is a bit rough, because there's going to be people out there that are addicted to stuff. They have addictive personality, and they will buy, but they will pay to win in this game, for instance, and have all the consumables and all the things to progress very quickly. And then they get that in their bloodstream type thing, effectively, for as an analogy. And then they can't stop, right? And then it's like every 2 days they're buying like $100 worth. So I think as a one-off thing, like once a month or once a week even, have like a big bundle that's worth, $100 or $50 or something. But having it at all times is, for me, I don't agree with that. But in the end of the day, the devs have to make money. All right. So I'm 100% free to play. I've never spent 1 cent on this game. So I haven't given the devs any money whatsoever. So they've got to make that up with the pay to win crowd. Now there's a lot of, I would say, I always thought that there'd be more free to play players than pay to win players, just because, there's a lot of kids play it and all that sort of stuff. But I would say it's roughly 50-50. There's no data to back that up. That's just a Chook thought. But they're going to be making a lot of money off people that are buying stuff. So that's just my personal opinion. That's got nothing to do with anything as far as actual stats go. But I think it's rough having so expensive things in the shop at all time. I mean, a lot of games have bundles and stuff like that. Like, you can buy, like exactly like this does. The gem thing. You can go at any point and go and spend $100 on gems. So you can do that anytime you want. So there's that at all times. But I just feel like these bundles that constantly change and give you not just gems, but give you all this other stuff. Okay, well, this one's just a bunch of gems. But it gives you this. It also gives you this free, well, not free, but a guaranteed pet. I never know what these bundles are because I never buy them. But all these materials and stuff to help you progress quicker. So if you bought gems, for instance, you can't just buy these Scarlag skins or these red skulls with gems. You have to farm them by playing. You just buy them. Yeah, so these ones aren't the perfect examples. So here, this mega crate, this is gems, but if this wasn't gems, this was for actual money, it'd be the same thing. You can't buy these. You have to like earn them, but you can just buy stuff. So I think it's like a pretty risky trap type thing for addictive personalities. Anyway, that's my thought. I get like 600 gems alone from grinding alone, and I disable the ads in 5 to 7 days. Yeah, but if you didn't disable the ads, you'd probably get closer to 1,000. So I'm not that upset about ads in games because, it is what it is. They're everywhere. You don't have to watch them, exactly what you just said. But if you choose to, you get rewards. It's not like you're watching an ad and you get nothing out of it. You watch an ad that goes for what, 20 seconds, 30 seconds maybe, and you get 6 gems out of it or something. You watch 10 ads, that's 60 gems. That's 60 gems you didn't have. It took like 5 minutes out of your life. And when you're watching an ad, you don't watch it anyway. You just do something else. It's like, go watch an ad. So you just, I don't know, just take your phone with you and start making a coffee, or, go to the bathroom or something like that. It's not like you're just sitting there, just watching the whole thing and taking in it. It's just a 30-second pause, basically, for free stuff. I don't mind it. Like a game that I play called Hero Hunters, you can watch 12 ads a day if you want to. There's no ads in the game, like between like forced ads or anything. They're all optional, but you can watch 12 ads a day and you get like quite a bit of rewards out of it, but you don't have to do it. So I always just do it because it's like, what's 6 minutes. 6 minutes of your whole day. And again, you just watch one and then you just press like, watch the next one. You press watch the next one, press while you're watching TV or something. Literally doesn't affect me at all. So free stuff is good. Pure free to play, like you, are pretty rare. Everyone I know has spent at least $10. Yeah, it's true. It's true. And I've been through this many times. The reasons why I went purely free to play. And a big chunk of it was, and I do this with every mobile game basically, until I get bored with them, is to see if it can be played free to play. Like if it's actually viable. So I've done a heap of games free to play. The two big ones that I can think of is this and Clash of Clans. Never spent money on either of them and got quite progressed to the point of, you know, being, well, Clash of Clans especially, I was competitive. Fuck off, nuts. And, you know, had max, I don't know if anyone knows anything about it, but had max town hall and all the max here units, and the only thing I didn't have was really good walls, but had everything else. And everyone thought I was pay to win, but I wasn't. There are two kinds of pay to play. Those who buy almost everything, buy a few. Yeah. So no, what am I doing? Actually, I'm going to turn that off. I call it pay to win and pay for convenience. So I don't think that that's a term. I think that's just a term that I've coined, pay for convenience. Because it's literally that. It's not paying to win. It's just paying to have some bonuses and convenient items and stuff. So, I'm not the judge. Yeah, I've got 3 slots, so you can. Oh, look at you! You're a giant blob. You're a triple blob. Yeah, if people have disposable income and they want to spend money, it's their own money. Who am I to judge? I think it's silly, because at the end of the day, it's just pixels, and you could be spending that money on actual stuff. You could go on holidays. You could buy, you know, a new couch or a TV, or put money towards a computer or whatever it is, rather than just buying pixels on a screen. But everyone's different. You know, if this is what you enjoy, and this is like your hobby type thing, and this is the game you play a lot and like it, then go for it. Big and Crazy 6, welcome. And thank you for the follow. So, yeah, there's no right or wrong. Just like everything in life, people can do whatever they want. No one should be able to tell someone what they can and can't do. Right? And it's just freedom of life. Do what you want. But I personally find it a bit silly when people spend thousands of dollars on any mobile game. You still spend on every game without knowing? Oh, hang on. Sorry, I missed a bit. I missed a lot, actually. Since the game is free, they have to get money in some ways. Yeah, precisely. Exactly that. You know, they pick up the slack of people not spending money like me by the whale spending an exorbitant amount of money. You still spend, wait, some in ways that it's a bit rash. I stopped spending like 4 months ago. You still spend on every game without knowing. Whales and goldfish, basically. Yeah. Yeah, Big and Crazy, welcome. I gotta go. Sleep. See you later and good luck at the grind. Alright, dude, sleep well. It does make you feel good. Yeah, that's the thing. You get the addiction. I don't want to say endorphin rush, but you get the ability to knock through shit a lot quicker with a lot better item find and capture rate, and you get like all the gear you're looking for quicker and all the rest of it. And then if you go back to free to play, you're just like, oh crap, it's so slow and I'm not getting any items and stuff. And then you just get frustrated, so you go back and buy shit. Whereas if you don't buy shit in the start, you don't know that feeling, apart from using consumables that you get for free. Like, the good thing is every month you get a Bitgore for free, which is a really good item for one day. So, you know, if you didn't use them for 7 months, you could have a week full of 500% of everything, which is awesome. But, you know, if you did that, you'd be addicted to that, and then you wouldn't have it anymore, and you'd be like, fuck, I need it, and then you start spending money. There's an issue with that. So I am a giant hoarder, and I've bad willpower. Not bad, willpower in real life with stuff, but in games I have super good willpower. And so look, I've got 3 Bitgores, I've got a Buckgore, 4 of these eggs, which is a whole week of 250%, and like a shit ton of consumables and stuff that I just haven't spent because I don't need to. I don't need anything else from this current tier apart from 2 set pieces, and that's like, if I get it, great. If I don't, who cares? to break down. It's not a big deal. So there's no point in me using those items because I don't need anything. So I just hoard. So if I was to say the next tier came out and I've got 4 weeks, so I got literally a month of 250% with those eggs. And then I've got a buck gore and 3 bit gores and some other stuff. I can't remember whatever I had. So I could probably do 2 weeks of really, 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 really good consumables. And then, you know, have that like, oh shit, I'm kicking ass, I'm getting all these drops and stuff, and then go back to this. It would be super frustrating. So yeah. Pip is lurking. Good job. Eagle, what's going on? I don't think you remember me, but I'm Leviosa. Yes, I do. We were just talking about that before, not you specifically, but people that have different in-game names to Twitch names, and I never remember who's who. So I will not. I'm telling you right now, I will not remember that that's you. If I see you like in chat and stuff again, you can remind me if you like. But when there's different names and there's so many people, it's just really hard for me to remember who's who. Got a crash? That's fair enough. You get a lot of endorphins when you buy it. Yeah, you do. Dopamine, sorry. You accepting ninja ads? I don't know what a ninja ad is. Oh, as in you just want to add me? Right, sorry. I think that's what you mean. Yeah, I can add you if you like. I've got a few slots open. I got 6 slots, so I've got 4 people. A bunch of people stopped playing recently, as is always the case. So my list clears, gets free here and there. So if you need if anyone in chat needs me to add them or wants me to add them, I can definitely do it. I find it funny though, like you and who was it before? Roy, who's left. Add, but like you're level 306. So like, what's the point? You know, like you're not going to need me in your raid team. But I've got 4 slots, so whatever. When I read Are You Accepting Ninja Ads, because we were just talking about money and advertisements and stuff, I thought it was ninja advertisements. I'm like, I don't know what a ninja advertisement is. But then I read it right. Just for fun, yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, so a bunch of people have quit recently. That always happens. A lot of people quit when they just get bored. Oh, here we go. Come on. Fuck. And then they'll come back next tier. So, like, they've done everything they want to do. So for me, for instance, I've done everything I want to do. I got maxed set pieces and all that shit, and max TS and all that sort of thing. So all I'm doing really now is trying to get those last 2 set pieces to break down and trying to get, some familiars or whatever. But I could have stopped playing 2 months ago and just come out for the next tier when it comes out. A lot of people do that. A lot of people just get frustrated and go, you know what? The game's very grindy and stuff. I've played it for 6 months or a year or 2 years or whatever it is, and just, have enough. So, yeah, there's always people leaving. When are you going to go for free-to-play Starweave? That's a never. There's absolutely no point whatsoever. So, yeah, that's a never. And I don't play enough these days. I got so much shit going on in real life that I don't play anywhere near as much as I used to. I still play a lot. Like, I'm what's that, 368? And if we go to guild contribution, like I'm, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th? Like a fair way from the top, to be fair. But yeah, I'm still playing a I would say a normal amount, not a comeback for natural regen on the minute type thing. So I used to, when I started, I used to have like alarms and stuff that would be like, I'd play and then I'd have like 5 raid charges or something. So I'd be like, okay, that's 10 hours from now. And so I'd just set an alarm for 10 hours. The alarm would go off. I'm like, oh, okay, I've got 5 raid charges and do it. Now it's just like I log in the morning, use my shit. I log in again before bed, use my shit. So that's basically it. I don't play anywhere near as much as I used to. How many more tilks do I need? I need 2. I need 2 more tilks and I've got a 3rd glass DOS. I don't need a third glass DOS, but I'm that close to getting it, I may as well. It'll help for PvP, I guess. And then maybe I could go for a fourth one, but I'm not doing Extermination World Boss anymore. I'm doing the new water one. And I still haven't got all the legendaries from that. I don't think I have the weapon. And I've been doing it every day, basically. Every day that doesn't have a capture rate bonus on it, I've been doing it. I still don't have it. So yeah, that's shitty. I still need 20, but I can't get the schematic. Oh no. You need 20 tilks? How does that work? You don't need 20 in total. You need 18 to get a +5. It's 3 tilks per thing. So 5 at 5 if that is 15. And then another one. So that's +5 effectively. And then you need another 3 to actually make it. So 3 to make it is 3. And then another 5 is 15. So it's 18 total. Or do you mean 20 neural net ROMs? Unless you're making like 5 of them. I'm not too sure. Isn't it 3 per familiar? Yeah. You need three of this dude to make 1. Right? 3 tilks to make 1 Glasdos. So making 1 Glasdos is 3. Yeah? And then you're going to need 5 more sets of 3. So 5 more sets of 3 is 15. So 15 plus 3 is 18. So you need 18 tilks total to make a +5. Look. Where is he? Here he is. So 3 of him. You need a bunch of these, obviously. You need like, what's that? 15 times 5 is... What's that? 75? And then, so you need 90 of these? My maths might be wrong. My maths is really shit, as most of you would know if you've been around for a while. 75, yeah. And then another 15. So 15 to make it. And then another 75. So 90 of these. And then 3 to make it is 3, and then another 15. So 18 of these, 90 of these. That's what it is, 18 and 90 to make a +5. Right? That makes sense? I think I think that matters, right? So how many tilks do you have? The neural net ROMs is the hard part. Just because it takes so long. Because there's literally no parameter or anything you can do to get it quicker. You could have 5 million item find and it still wouldn't make a difference. They're just random. And the only place you can get them is the world boss. So you just need to do like a crap ton of the world boss and hope for the best. So RNG, it is random. So technically you could do 1,000 world bosses and not get one. And technically you could do 1,000 world bosses and get 1,000. The probability shows that ain't gonna happen. Oh yeah, you can get them from the crate. I did do that actually. I did do that. I think I needed like 35 or 36 or something. And then I saw the crate that had the 25 in it. 25, yeah. And I'm like, fuck it. It's gems. You can just re-earn gems. It's fine. So I did buy that, which helped. Did do a chunk. That's almost 2 of them. Just from 3k and gems. So that's was worth it. When I saw that originally, I'm like, that box is crap. And then I realized after a while that it was the world boss stuff and how annoying they are to get. I think you got other stuff, right? You got 25 of that and 25 of something else, and then maybe some badges or something. I think. I can't really remember. I want to be a bait. Should I keep trying for the block accessory, or should I use sorry for all the coughing. There's something stuck in my throat. I did have peanut like muesli bar. I guess you guys, Americans call it granola bar, I think. Anyway, so I think some of that's stuck in there, which is really annoying. I don't know anything about tanks really. I've always been DPS, so I know that, but I would say unless you put money into the game, don't go tank or bait in general. We've gone over that in length in the past few streams. We tend to go over the same topics in every stream, just because there's new people in chat asking the questions that we've asked, that we've answered in previous previous streams. But unless you put money into the game, a tank, or in general, like any form of tank, is not ideal, because to be an effective tank, you need everything to be perfect. Whereas even if you don't have perfect stuff, you're still doing damage and you're still doing DPS. So if you're trying to be a tank and you don't have the ideal stuff, you're just going to keep dying effectively. Whereas if you're a DPS and you don't have the ideal stuff, you're just not going to be doing really good DPS. You're just going to be doing average DPS, but you're still doing DPS. So yeah, unless you can buy the perfect shit as a tank, it's not worth it. Block is very hard to get, but the next update, DR is saved. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I didn't like block. Like I don't know. Everyone was DR and it just worked. Like everything was just, it was good. As soon as they changed to block, my raid team went to shit. And everyone just kept dying and stuff. But I think most people have gone back to DR. I don't know, we'll check when we do the raid. Come on. And there's no point in me throwing gems at this guy either. Not that I ever throw gems at familiars, and I always tell people not to do that. The only time I did was the last two Ragnars to get +5 Bobodon, which ended up not being, I'm not using him anyway. And that was purely because I've been doing it for a stupid amount of time. And I just wanted to get it done so I could move on to something else. Because once I had him, I had my +5 tank and +5 healer. And I only needed 2 more. And it was like 1600 gems. I'm like, fuck it. So I did it. But otherwise, I never used gems on familiars. Because eventually you'll just get them with gold anyway, right? And this is the whole horde mentality that I have before. Instead of just using stuff and throwing it away and it's done, just save it all for when you really need it. And for this especially, I already have two +5 glass dosses. I don't really need the third one. It's just I'm doing it just because, for reasons. So there's no point in me gemming it because it's not actually going to help me apart from PvP. So I'll just get it naturally. So yeah, I'm not throwing gems at it at all. You know, it might take me another month to get them both, but it's not actually affecting my progress or anything, so I may as well just, you know, do it naturally. They've posted the fixes that will happen later this month. There you go. Come on. No. Go back to throw gems for a legendary account? Nah. Accessory, sorry? No. No. I gave up. Unless they bring out a new accessory that has its own box. So like we can show here. There's the hyper offensive accessory box out at the moment, right? For my build, which is not ideal, but again, we've talked about that in length as well. I just like dual strike, so I want pure like as much dual strike as possible. This is the one I want. So if I buy this and I get the legendary, I've got a 1 in 8 chance of getting the one I want. Which is obviously it's a very, like, it's hard to get a legendary in general, and then getting the one you want out of 8 randomly is even harder, because there's no other way to go directly for Melvin Champ. Like this box, you can go directly for the Zaz Wings. This one you can directly go for Astaroths. This one you can go directly for this thing, which has Dual Strike on it, but not, it's got more Empower. This wouldn't be that bad, because then I could split between Empower and Dual Strike, and then I could go back in here and change all this to Empower, which I don't have. I'd have to get it all again, and in my enchants and everything to Empower, and then be half, which wouldn't be that bad, but I just am going pure Dual Strike just to see how much I could possibly get as just testing the thing. So I got 41.6% at the moment. I do have this ring. I have 2 of them, which gives you 4% Empower. So I could get a bunch of Empower if I got that accessory and be, 25% Empower, 25% Dual Strike, which would probably be a lot more effective than what I'm doing. So I could do that, but I'm not. Anyway, so the Melvin Champ, there's no way to buy a box just for it. The only way to get it is to buy this and hope for the best. So it's just not going to happen. But if they bring out a new accessory that has, like 18% Dual Strike and, 8% something else or whatever it be, and it has its own box, then I might. But unless that happens, no. Otherwise, yeah, maybe eventually I'll go for that Edwin's Bajiggity, what's it? And then I can change. So if we did that right now, we'd have 20%, and then this would be 24, and I'd probably be able to upgrade it like 2 times. That would give me 22 plus 4, it would give me 26%. And we would lose 18 out of this, so it would be 26, and 18 out of that is what, like about the same. Yeah, we'd pretty much be split, which is actually way better. So maybe I will start doing that, but I've always 100% stacked Dual Strike, and I wanted to see how high I could get. I've always wanted to get over 40%. So I did. So I'm happy, even though it's shit. The only time I throw gems at a familiar is when I'm mistapped on a rare one. Nice. That's great. I love it when that happens. Anthony, welcome. Ron McDawn, welcome. Maths OP. I probably did that wrong. My maths is so bad, as you know. But yeah, splitting those 2 stats is the best way to go. And that means I could keep everything. I could keep all of my Dual Strike runes, and I could keep all of my Dual Strike enchants and stuff. And just use that accessory. But that's with the ring as well. So when next tier that ring would go away, and I'd be down to just the accessory, which would be 20 plus the 2 upgrades, so say 22. Then I could maybe change some stuff around, but either way, it would be split between the 2 and would be a lot better. So maybe I'll go for that one day. I don't know. We'll see what new accessories come out as time goes on. There's also those other wings, the rainbow ones. I think they were literally in power Dual Strike, but halved. I think it was 12% Dual Strike, 12% in power. I could do that, but then I'd only have like a little bit of Empower if I'm going to go try and get both stats. That Edwards thingamdoodad is the way to go, because it's going to give you... Because if I did those wings, those 12%, I would go down to like 30-ish% Dual Strike, but I'd only have like 14% Empower, so it'd be a bit skewed. But if you can go half at 25%-ish each, that's pretty strong. Fuck off, Peanut. So, that's my thoughts. I forgot to look at my raid team. I won't go through my friends list to find them. Next raid, we'll try and look. But I think a lot of people have gone back to DR. I think because when everything went block, I was having a lot of trouble with the raid and trying to complete it and stuff. But it's been a lot better recently. So let me... Oh no, we'll have to do it when we get out of here. I want to check how many of those set materials I do need. I'm pretty sure I need 2 more, but I might be wrong. I may have got more sets than I think. And that's literally to upgrade up tier every single... Let's just get rid of those 2 dudes. That is to literally up tier my entire build. My full camo set and the full... those 2 neck ring accessory 4% dual strike thingy. If I just wanted to keep the exact same build as I have now, next tier. But I definitely have enough to up tier the whole camo set. So when I got the full build and everything, I didn't need any more TS or any more gear or anything like that. So I could have just gone to something else. And usually what I do in previous tiers is when I reach full TS, it's usually like within a month of the new content, the new tier coming out. I usually get it towards the end. This time I got really lucky and got it relatively early on. I usually get it max TS and max sets, whatever it is that I'm doing. And then I just go straight for farming familiars. I just don't worry about the raid anymore. So right now on Saturday item find, Sunday item find, I'd still just be doing like raid 1 trying to get Ragnars, or raid 4 trying to get duo bombs or something, because I don't need anything else. But with this, because I got everything so early, I thought I'll try and get everything I need for up tiering, in case next tiers, because the only sets I can get really are the raid sets, because by the time I get to full TS, it's so far, as free to play, it's so far into the tier, into the content. Fuck, I forgot again. That's when I can start doing like the set piece level of Trials Gauntlet. And even then, like right now, I've got my full set piece and everything, and in Trials I still get wiped from time to time, and I've got 2 +5 glass dosses and everything. So to get full TS would just be getting legendaries and stuff. To then attempt that without even set bonuses and stuff, it's just not really going to happen. So the only set, and then like, you know, legendary, heroic world bosses and stuff aren't even a thing now for me. So the only sets I can really get are the raid sets. So if the raid set happens to be a tank set, it's no good for me. And that happened last year. And I'll just wear full legendaries, and that's the best I can do. And any mythics I get along the way that are DPS. So, you know, which is obviously, I'm nowhere near as strong as what I would be if I had a DPS set. So if the next tier has a tank set in raid, it's not going to be no good for me. That's why I decided, because I got all these sets that I have right now early on, I may as well just keep pushing, try and get as much materials as I can to up tier it, in case the next set is tank. Reading around in Discord, and they talked about plans for mercy rules and a new box featured in it. Do I like that? Yeah, the mercy system has been talked about for a while. It's a good idea, I think. Because at the moment, certain pets, we just talked about it and looked in the shop, that you can now just buy with money. Like there was the Tobert box, and there's now that, whatever that pet's called that we looked at before, the white Yeti looking thing box. And if you pay $100, you just buy it. You just get it. There's no RNG about it. You just buy it, which I personally don't like. I don't like being able to just buy what you need, buying gear, because that's a slippery slope. The whole point of these games is to, if you pay to win, you get all the consumables and stuff to have a much better chance at getting what you want. So, you know, you're going into the raids or the legendary, heroic world bosses or whatever it be, to try and get those sets and mythics and all these things that you need, and up tiering Starweave and all this sort of stuff. But you have to do the content to get it. If you can just buy it for real money, that's no good. you know. And I know it's just a pet, but the fact that you can buy anything for real money, I don't like, because that's a slippery slope. So maybe in the future they'll be like, okay, now you can buy an accessory for real money. You might even be able to do that already. I'm not too sure. As I said before, I don't look at the bundles because I never buy them, so there's no point in me looking at them. So I just don't know what's in them most of the time. But, you know, so you can buy a pet for real life money. You might be able to buy an accessory now, as I said, I don't know. But then they might be like, oh, you can buy, you know, this, that, the other, as far as gear goes. And then as soon as you can be able to buy gear for money, that's when it's no good. Think about D3, Diablo 3's auction house, right? So I don't like that you can literally pay and get something, because in the shop, right, you're opening a pet egg, for instance, or the accessory. Let's talk about, let's use that as an example. I want my Melbourne Champ accessory. The only way to get it is to throw gems at those boxes and hope for the best. And whether you're free to play like me, never spent a cent, or if you're a whale that has spent, you know, $100,000 on the game, everyone has the exact same chance of getting that accessory. There's no way you can boost your chances. The only reason why whales and stuff have all these legendary accessories, and you know, they can change their builds and have this pet and that pet and this accessory and that accessory, and you know, they've got a block accessory fully upgraded, and they've got a DR accessory fully upgraded, and then they've got like the Zaz wings fully upgraded for when they want to go DPS and da 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 da. The only reason they have all that stuff is because they just keep throwing more and more and more money at it. And it's like, oh, they spent $100, didn't get what they were wanted, spent another $100, didn't get what they wanted, spend another $100, okay, they got it. So it might have cost them $300 of gems to get it. Free to play could get it on his first box. It's completely random, and there's no way to sway your odds with being pay to win. It's RNG. So the fact that they can just go in, fuck, I forgot to do it again, and just literally just buy a thing, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. But again, the devs got to make money and stuff, but I do not like that idea. I'm really not keen on that being in the game. The mercy system, however, is you buy something, you don't get it, you have a better percentage chance of getting it next time, etc. So if you start buying boxes and you're not getting anything, then eventually you will get it, because, well, eventually you get it anyway, but you're going to get more and more of a chance. The only problem with that is it's not going to be retrospective. So for me, for instance, I've spent 80,000 plus gems buying accessory boxes, not only to get the accessory, the legendary accessory I want, a legendary accessory, period. I still don't have one after 80k gems or something. So if it was mercy system, I would have spent all those gems and had a better chance. But it's not going to be retrospective, so they're not going to go, well, this guy spent 80,000 gems, we'll give him this extra gem, you know. So it's only going from here forward. So it's a good idea, and it's good for new players and stuff. For old players like me that have spent it and been burnt with it and just being like, you know what, I give up. You know, whatever. But in general, it's not a bad idea. Raid 9 will probably be fine as long as the regular enemies don't have damage random skills. I feel like that's the reason why Raid 8 is hard sometimes. The main reason why this raid is hard is because every single time you hit an enemy, doesn't matter what they are, including the boss, they take 15% of your whole team's HP. That's why everyone gets chunked. And then you end up healing back up through skills and pets and stuff. But every time, so for instance, this one, there's 3 dudes, right? We've already hit one of them. I don't know which one it was, or maybe this was from last thing. Anyway, everyone's at the same HP basically. If I hit this guy, everybody takes 15% damage. And then if I hit this guy, everyone takes another 15% damage. And then if I hit this guy, everyone takes another 15% damage. That was mitigated, but still. And then this, we'd already hit him. So every single time you hit an enemy, you take 15% damage. So if you've got someone that has a hit every enemy ability, and there's 4 dudes, every single person in your raid team is going to take 60% of their health. So if someone's at half health, they're dead. So that's why this raid's tough, in my opinion, because you can have as much mitigation as you want, and no matter what, you're still going to take that damage. There's no way to stop it. If the new raid set is a tank set, you could just go DPS with that set. It's better than legendaries. You can, yeah. I mean, it's all going to help, right? So say the next set, the 4-piece or something is like 8% DR and freaking 3% this or something like that. It's still going to be better than legendaries, 100%. But it's not going to be it's not going to be as good as having, like all the offensive stuff. Also, Spook, welcome. I didn't realize that was you saying what you said. You can buy gear up to legendary. What do you mean? A chroma. I have too much money into beat heroes. Yeah, is that true? You're like just whaled it up. Beat heroes is more expensive than my rent. Hope next raid is easy. Yeah. I think next set will be a block-based set. Well, they said that they're going to fix DR. Someone said before. So, gearbox in the shop, right? But I mean, if it's up to legendary, why would you do that? I've never looked at that. Thousands. I mean, there's millions of people probably that would have spent thousands. So yeah, a lot of people do. A lot of people, like, there's people that spend thousands a month. It is what it is. If you want to do that, we were talking about that before, so I'm not going to repeat what we were talking about. But if you want to do that, then there's nothing wrong with it. Like, if that's your disposable income and that's what you want to spend your money on, who is anyone to tell you no? I think it's silly, but that's just my opinion. Games is my hobby. Yeah, there you go. But say you spent thousands. Let's say you spent $3,000 as a hypothetical. Like, think of what you could have spent with that 3K. You could have spent that money on a PS4 in pretty much every single PS4 game that exists. Or you could have spent like a super high-end PC. Or you could have bought a bunch of shit. You could have bought a 4K flat screen TV, 65-inch 4K TV. You could have bought heaps of shit rather than, some pixels on a screen type thing. That's my opinion. I'm not saying that that's right. That's just that's the way I see it. That's the way I see it. Yeah, because if games is your hobby, you could have bought any and all games you were ever interested in ever, and then still had thousands of dollars left over. I bought a super. Hang on. Pro tip: don't spend money on any games. Correct. I actually spent $20 today after almost 4 weeks without putting a cent. So I'm kind of proud of myself for going a month. Yeah. So this is a good topic, right? Did you then go after a month, say almost a month, 4 weeks? So let's just call it a month. Of not paying anything, did you then go back and put $20 in because you were frustrated with how free-to-play plays? You were just like, you just got frustrated and like, nah, I need some more consumables and stuff. Is that why you went back and did that? Pro tip: don't spend any money on games. I brought a super high-end PC. You got the Omen obelisk. I don't know what that is. I just bought a PC myself after saving for like 2 years. And I put all the parts and stuff together. So I didn't buy like just a PC. I built it. 1,400. You could travel. You could do a lot of things. Yeah, you love it. I bought a PC a couple of weeks ago for 3K. Nice. Very nice. The equipment boxes are like pet eggs and accessory boxes, except they have equipment in them. I was talking about the bundles where you can straight up buy legendaries for pets for $100. Yeah, that's right. So So if they've got pets and accessories that you can literally just buy and have no RNG for, again, a whale could spend $300 and not get the accessory they want or the pet they want, but see it in the shop for $100 cash. They're like, I'm a whale. Who cares? $100. I don't like it. Not really. I just thought it was an alright pack. Okay, that's fair enough. Because yeah, I do know a bunch of people that just went back to free to play after being pay to win for like 6 months and go, I can't do it, and then went back to being pay to win again, or just quit the game because they're like, no, it's too expensive to keep up. I can't play as free to play. I'm just gonna quit. Imagine $100 set bundle, full max tier of Blit or other sets for $100. I think it'd be more than $100 for that. But that's exactly right. Exactly right. It could just be, $300 to get the full set fully upgraded. People would just do it. Before I used to spend a lot, like hundreds. Now I spend about $20 to $30 a month max. The other thing is, it all depends. Like, if you've got the disposable income, then you can spend it. I do not. I am quite poor. So even if I wanted to, I couldn't throw money at a game because I just don't have money spare, We basically live on one income. So all of our money goes towards rent and food and keeping us alive. So, and then once in a while, might save up $60 or something, and once a month, or maybe not even, buy a game or something that comes out, so like Last of Us 2 is coming out soon in May, I think it is. So, I've got to save up for that. It can't just come out and be, oh fuck, it's out, I'll buy it. So, I got to be really careful with my money and stuff. I don't have the funds to be able to just do that. People would quit in the spot if a Blit was fully upgraded for 10. Yeah, it would be way more than $100, but that's the trap, right? I don't. Yeah, paying for stuff, just buying stuff, it's no good. It takes a lot more than that to obtain up tier. Yep. It's gonna go there. Well, if they do, the game's dead, in my opinion. Because the only people that will still be playing is the giant whales, which for the devs isn't going to make that much of a difference thinking about it, because they're the people they're getting the money off anyway. But pretty much everyone else will quit. Or, yeah. Anyway. Same can be said for pets. Yeah. We're just going in circles now, but I really don't like it. What's your occupation, if you don't mind? At the moment, it's not really. So this is also a topic that we've talked about in length over the time, and if you're part of my Discord or been around on my YouTube channel for a while, there's a lot of chats we've had about it. I'm completely open and happy to talk about it. I just feel like we've talked about it a lot, but I'll give you the TLDR version of it. For the last, I've struggled from chronic depression, anxiety since I was about 15. I'm 35 in March, so 20 years. And have never been able to have a full-time job because I struggle with life, basically. So I work... Sassiel, welcome, and thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, I struggle with a lot of stuff, and I also have chronic fatigue syndrome, and yeah, I have some issues. Anyway, the last 3 years have been particularly rough. And I go to hospital once a month for 3 days. I only got out on Thursday. So today for me is Saturday because I'm in Australia, so I live in the future. Don't know where you're from, but we're like one of the top countries in time, if that makes sense. So it's Saturday morning for me, but Thursday I got out of hospital. I go in once a month for treatment for depression, anxiety. It's called TMS, which stands for transcranial magnetic stimulation. Basically, they put giant magnets on your head and bombard your brain with magnetic waves, which in the hope to kind of reroute your neural netways paths thing to try and help you cope, basically. And then for the next week after I get out, I'm super tired and I tend to mince words together and slur speech and all that type of stuff. So if I've been a bit like that, I apologize, but I can't do much about that. So work is basically not really a thing at the moment. So we're living off my wife's income. Pardon me. And it's very hard. So money is a huge issue. So yeah. But any questions you have, I'm more than happy to answer. But that's the TLDR, and that the most. So for me, the anxiety is always there. Like I've, as I said, chronic depression, anxiety for 20 years. Anxiety is always there. But the depression side of things goes up and down, right? So you'll have like good months, bad months, a good year, and then you'll crash day to day, hour to hour. It just, you know, fluctuates. But the last 3 years have been not great. And then, yeah, so I finally, did the whole hospital thing, which is a bit daunting, but, you got to try and do what you can do, right? Prefer saving up for the Ultra Omega PC gaming combo. I don't know about buying PCs like just off the shelf, like setups and stuff. I think it's better to build your own because then you get exactly what you want and it's going to be cheaper anyway. But I just bought a PC from saving for 2 years, as well as some donations from my community and stuff, which was extremely nice of people to help out. Because my PC was the other PC, we couldn't really stream much, but now we can pretty much stream whatever we want. So that was very good. Donations are always super appreciated. If everyone else will quit, the whales won't have anyone to look down on, so they'll quit as well. The pessimism, I love it. I'm a giant pessimist as well. That sucks. Sorry to hear that. Best wishes. Thanks, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's been like that for more than half my life, so yeah, not good. Give hugs to me. I want all the hugs. Tell me what happens in the future. Okay, I will. If anyone's not part of my Discord, or on, I'll just link them. If anyone's interested, there are the links. YouTube is just YouTube. I upgrade. There we go. I upload all of my streams, including every game that I play, not just Bit Heroes, to YouTube, because there's a lot of people in the UK and stuff that watch all my stuff and can't join in the streams because it's like the middle of the night there, like 2 a.m. or something. So I always upload my stuff to YouTube. So if anyone ever misses something and wants to catch it, it's there. Discord is just, I don't know, there's like 600 and something people, I think. What's this? Go away. 25, 50, it's like 100. Yeah, about 620, 630 people in there. There's all kinds of different rooms. There's a massive Bit Hero community in there, so anyone that's Bit Hero related, if you want to come in there and talk Bit Hero stuff. Otherwise, there's all sorts of rooms. I keep people updated on my health stuff because a lot of people are interested and want to support me that way, which is nice. I ping when I go live for streams. There's rooms for real life issues if people want some advice and stuff. There's meme rooms. There's not safe for work rooms where people post all sorts of not safe for work stuff. It's just a cool place. So if anyone's interested in joining the Discord that hasn't, I'd urge you to do that. There's no monetary gain for me. I don't get paid or anything. It's just, I thought I'd plug it because it's a cool place to be. Elias, there we go. He's a Greek god. So for him, it's now midnight? 12:20, right? If I'm doing the math right. If I remember, 9 hours behind, I think. So for him and a few others, 12:20, yeah, that are regulars, but they live in the other side of the world and the time frame's not good. That's why I upload everything to YouTube, because for the people that can't join in the stream can still watch it. My whale off still stands when you get room if you need a good tank. Well, I've got room right now, so I can add you. That would be great. Not being up at 2 a.m. for a Bit Hero stream equals weak resolve. It's 11 p.m. Yeah, I can add you now, dude. What's your thing? Is it the same? Chroma? Okay, nice. Let's do it. Okay. Chroma 1942. Yes, I will take that. Thank you, my friend. That's very kind of you. Yeah, and if anyone wants an average DPS that's in chat, I have slots. If anyone wants it. Thank you. That's awfully nice of you. Fuck. Peanut, go away. I'm never going to eat these again. Never. They're chock full of goodness, apparently. They're also chock full of peanut dust in your throat, which is no good. What's it? Like an hour and 15 minutes I've been coughing. It's not good. Yeah. So there you go. That's all caught up with my shite. We've got 3 left. We will be streaming Monster Hunter World Iceborne straight after this, PC, because the Monster Hunter World Iceborne on PC just came out like 2 weeks ago. It's been out on console for 6 months or more, whatever it is. So we'll be streaming that after this. A friend of mine, we're doing all the progression together. He's around for another 2.5 hours. Once he goes, we'll jump back into our Dark Souls 2 Donatello Ninja Turtle meme run. And then we'll do that for the rest of the week until the weekend, and when we'll go back to Monster Hunter World. And during one of the days, we will also be doing Stardew Valley with Scarlet whenever she's free. Usually it's Monday. Usually it's Monday is the Stardew Valley stream with Scarlet, but she is busy on Monday, so we'll probably do it maybe Tuesday. Have I played DS3? I've played all the Dark Souls games many times. I have a playthrough of it on YouTube. 2 playthroughs. I have a playthrough which is old from back when it came out, and then I have a stream we did, I don't know, in the last 6 months of it. If you want, I have multiple meme runs of DS1. DS1's my favorite. I know it back to front. I love it. We did an enemy randomizer. We did a item randomizer, use what you see. So every single item in the game that enemies dropped, any shinies you saw on the ground, literally every item was completely randomized. You could get anything, and whatever it was that you got, you had to use. Whether it was really heavy armor that made you walk and not being able to even fat roll, or you know, the great demon great axe that needed 40 strength to wield and you couldn't even hit anybody. All that shit. It was fucking great. We did parrying dagger only, where you could, with the whole game, we had to finish the entire game with attacking with just a parrying dagger. It's not even it's called a parrying dagger, not a dagger. So that was fun. We did a soul level 1 run where we didn't level up once. And now at the moment, fuck me. I'm really sorry about this. At the moment we're doing DS2. We're doing a Donatello meme run where we're wearing the ironclad armor. We look like a giant mechanical Ninja Turtle. And we're using a spear as our staff for Donatello. So we're just running around doing Donatello things, which is fun. Sif? Yeah, Sif's cool. DS3 is... I find DS3 the hardest of the 3. By far. I can still complete it. Easy. The only boss in the whole Souls series... Well, no. Let's not say that. The boss in DS3 that I don't have any of the DLCs. We have the DLC of DS2 that I've never played before. So that's why we're doing the Donatello run. Because it's like, I just got the DLCs. After freaking 8 years or whatever, however long it's been. Maybe not that long. So that's exciting. That's why we thought we'd do another DS2 run, because I got the DLCs. I was like, well, I've played DS2 so many times, let's do something silly. So that's why we did Donatello. Is Pontiff. You know how there's just something that people can't do? And everyone else is just like, how do you struggle with it? It's like, I don't know. And then, you know, puzzle as well. Some person sees the puzzle immediately, and other people are just like, what? How the fuck did you figure that? Pontiff, I'm his bitch. I just can't do Pontiff. I don't know why. That dude, I just cannot do Pontiff. Did I finish Pokemon Sword? I did, yes. Not all the post-game stuff, but all the like story campaign stuff, yes. And that's on the channel. Literally any content I do goes out on YouTube. I got you on YouTube. I'll check them out. Yeah, the DS1 meme runs are really fun. The item randomizer, use what you see. That was probably my favorite of the meme runs. I did a donation, but it says pending. Oh, thank you, dude. That's very nice of you. Sasael. You followed before, did you not? I think. Was it you? Yeah, you just followed 12 minutes ago. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that a lot. If it was a donation through, it'll be through PayPal, and bits, you'll get the text-to-speech lady come up, and she sounds hilarious. But I appreciate that a lot. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you a lot. I just noticed I never finished Hollow Knight. Yeah, I've heard that's very good. I gifted that to you, didn't I? Also, Discord, I do giveaways as well. I do have a bunch of games I got from Humble Bundle monthly thingy doodad, so I just give them away. I don't need them or want them, so like the next one I'll be giving away, which I just need to do. There's some of the times it's like, oh, we reached a milestone, like, you know, this many subs on YouTube, or I don't know, Christmas giveaway, or I always do a giveaway on my birthday, which is funny. All that sort of stuff. The next one will be Street Fighter 5, because I don't play fighting games. So if you want Street Fighter 5 or a chance to get Street Fighter 5, the Discord's the place to be. My alt Bit Hero account is called Smelter Demon. Yeah, Smelter Demon is, I'm his bitch in DS2. That's my like DS2 boss that I'm bad at. I can still beat him, no worries. Like Pontiff, Pontiff, I hate him so much. We just got through Smelter Demon last stream, I think it was. First try, which was good. The thing with this Donatello run is, because we're using a spear, you have to be really precise with your attacks, because if you, with swords and anything else, you attack horizontally, right? So you can clip people as they like avoid you, but with a spear, if you stab forward and they move, you just stab forward and then they just get to the side of you or behind you and smack you. So it's pretty hard, actually. It's not hard because it's like, if you've played DS2 or the Dark Souls games forever, like you know the formula, but hitting people can be difficult because they just move. Yeah, Smelter Demon's cool. He's one of the cooler bosses in the game, but he's also, base game is the hardest boss. Easily. Donate fail. Navia, hopefully I'm saying that right. Welcome. No donation command. Hello. A squished Yeti. It was just 20, what's that? Is that euro? Is that pound? I don't know which ones they are. I could put a command if people wanted. Either way, I appreciate it. 20 euros, I appreciate it a lot. I will not I will not spend it on Bit Heroes. If that's why you gave it to me, I can refund it if you like. But I'm purely free to play on Bit Heroes. Mainly initially because I wanted to see if it was able to do it, which it is, and now, especially now, because I'm the free to play guy that makes content and, you know, guides and streams and all the rest of it. So I'm known for being free to play. So if I put money into it, that whole kind of image is gone. So yeah, I will be permanently free to play on Bit Heroes for life. But either way, I appreciate the donation a lot. Like, that will go towards, like, you know, food and stuff. So yeah, again, that's super, super nice of you. What message on donation? Probably make it donate, right? Or yeah, probably donate. I don't know. Maybe the link saying like, you know, if you'd like to donate, it would be super appreciative. Here's the link or something. I don't know, man. I don't know. Either way, again, I appreciate it. I think I've said that 1,000 times, but I really do appreciate it. It means a lot and it helps a lot. So thank you. Okay, getting back to Bit Heroes for a sec. I don't think we've gotten anything, right? I don't think we've gotten a legendary. I don't think we got one Teal'c, maybe, to show up for persuasion, I think. But we haven't got any. We got one more raid and one more dungeon to go. I don't think we got like any gear or anything. But free to play life, we are running just 25%. Just the one persuasion, yeah, I thought so. Yeah. So as I mentioned before, I'm not using any consumables because I don't need anything else from this tier, so it's just a waste. So when the new tier comes out, I will not use them initially either because I will have to wait until my raid team can carry me through raid 9. Once I can start doing raid 9 heroic consistently, that's when I'll use all my consumables. So when I go to hospital once a month for that 3 days, I have nothing better to do than to watch like Netflix or YouTube or whatever. So I just sit in bed all day and watch that stuff and play mobile games. So that's when I run like a Edgar, and that lasts a week. But in that 3 days, and just use like 5 raid shard baskets a day and stuff like that because I got nothing else to do. So that's what I'll do. I'll wait until my raid team is able to do raid 9 heroic, and then I'll throw down a bunch of consumables and hopefully get a lot of shit. You got that 80% from daily bonus though. 80%. What, capture rate? It's 30%, right? Today, or is there a bonus at the moment? 30%. Oh, 80% item find. Right, yeah, that's true. I thought we were talking about capture rate for a sec. I don't know why I was thinking about capture rate. I think it's because we were talking about tilt. Yeah, that's true. That is true. So yeah, no good. No good. Maybe we'll get a legendary out of this. I don't know. Yeah. Who knows? The thing we didn't talk about, which we'll have to just touch on very quickly because we're almost out of energy and stuff, is going forward. People were talking about concerns about multiple things. To summarize what we talked about as far as memory. Oh yeah, with all my hospital treatments and stuff, my memory just disappears. So if I ever forget something I've talked about or forget, from stream to stream, if you come in and I just forget or don't remember the conversations we've had, please don't feel offended. It's just having your brain fucked up with magnets kind of fucks up your memory as well. Anyway, we talked about concerns between the free-to-play and pay-to-win gap. The bridge between them two is just getting larger and larger. Being able to just buy stuff for me is no good. Concerns about tank stuff like DR and block and all that sort of stuff. The one thing we didn't really talk about was the elemental stuff, because there's very, very conflicting views on that. And that's another giant bridge between free to play and pay to win that's going to come out. Well, it's already partially out. Is the fact that there's going to be all this different elemental gear. Anthony's like the chat. There's going to be a bunch of elemental gear, and we don't really know what's happening with it. I can't really talk about anything to do with it because I was in the council and there was talks obviously about it in the council, so I can't really mention much apart from unanimous views of the entire community. So which is what I'm saying now, which is that if there is multiple different elements, well, we know there's multiple different elements, but if there's multiple different element sets that you need for certain things, so let's say there's hypothetically a new expedition comes out and it's a water expedition, I don't know, and you need lightning gear to be able to do it properly. You could probably still do it with normal gear. I mean, you'd have to be able to because they have to cater to everyone. But to do it properly or to get the most bang for your buck or something, you need lightning gear. Then, the whales will just get it because that's what they do. But as free to play, you would have to grind out to get those lightning gear, and it's just another thing. So you might, if it's different, say you've got like the set, the raid set like we do here, and then you're gonna have to farm a whole nother elemental set. That's gonna be rough, like super rough for free to play. But then on top of that, then there might be another one that's fire, and then you might need water to counter that. All right, the whole Pokemon logic. And then you'll need to grind a whole nother set. And then there might be electricity one. And what's Pokemon? What's good against electric? Ground? These I don't even Yeah, these are all obviously all hypothetical situations and hypothetical stuff. But I think you know what I mean. Um, that if you're going to have to farm and grind out different sets for free to play, it's just not going to be a thing. So I think for free to play, you might just like pick one set, you pick an element and just go for that, because the elemental things might have different bonuses and stuff on them. So I don't know, man. I don't know, but I think it's going to be a giant rift. I personally don't like elemental in this game. I don't think it was necessary. I would have preferred. I mentioned this in a video I made probably 2 years ago. About 5 mechanics I would like to see in Bit Heroes, introduced in Bit Heroes. One of them was a completely revamped chat, which is still not happened because the chat in this game is absolutely fucking awful. But one of them was not an introduction of element, but an introduction of status stuff. So like poison or like, I don't know, or halving a target's damage or something like that. Something that's not going to just, I don't know, completely break it. Like, so probably not like stun, because if you just stun lock the entire opposition, that's bad. But stuff like that, like maybe like paralysis, you paralyze one of the enemies for 1 round, stuff like that. That would be kind of cool, maybe. But I don't like the elemental thing. That's just, I don't really like it. I'm excited for when we get the unholy element, because darkness is best element. If you have a different opinion, then that's fine, because people are entitled to their own opinions, but you're still wrong. Yeah. It was unnecessary. No one suggested it. I mean, elements. I mean, what's the word for it? People didn't demand it. That's the word. Well, the thing is, we'll quickly touch on this. Is that they've got to keep it fresh, right? This game's been going for 3 years on browser, and it'll be 3 years on mobile in May, I believe. I could be wrong. So it's been going a while for a mobile game. That's a good haul, right? That's if you're going strong after 3 years, you know, that's pretty good. So they need to keep it fresh, and then the new devs have taken over, and obviously they want to plant their own kind of seed. Maybe not the right word. Their own stamp on it, and put their own flavor and everything. And they have a much larger development team than what the old devs did. So they want to throw in a bunch of shit and make it their own, right? The only problem with that for me is, well, not the only problem, but one of the problems for me is that we've talked about that in other streams. I don't know if Dayleg is in. Oh shit! I don't know if you're in chat or not. But I imagine you are, because I don't think some random would add me. But I appreciate it. Thank you. I've got a few like high level people from making content recently, which is the first time that's happened, which is really nice. What the hell was I talking about? Oh yeah. So they're trying to put their stamp on it, right, and introduce new things. So they're like doing. Oh, it's you. Thank you, dude. You're being awfully nice to me today. I appreciate it again. Yeah, trying to put their own stamp on it and introduce new stuff, right? And we talked about this before, so I won't go into too much detail. But for instance, expeditions. When expeditions first came out, there were 2, from memory. Oh, well, there was 1, and then the next expedition they brought out another one, and then I think the next one was back to the first. It's been a while, but anyway, they've just been adding a new expedition, and then the next one's a new expedition, and the next one's a new expedition, and the next one's a new expedition. This one's gone back to the Harry Potter one and all that. I think that was one of the previous ones, recent previous ones. Anyway, what it means is, why I don't like it, is that if you're trying to get a specific schematic from one of those portals, and you don't get it, the amount of time you have to wait until that portal comes back around, that expedition comes back around to get it, is just exorbitant and stupid. So, like, for instance, or anything, a cosmetic, the Yeti mount. I really want the Yeti mount, like, really fucking badly, because Yeti's my favorite, hence this, is my favorite familiar in the game. Alright, so I want a Yeti mount real bad. The first time that expedition came around, I didn't get it. And then the second time that expedition came around, I didn't get it. And that expedition hasn't been back. I think it was around not that long ago, but between the first time and that was huge. So the more of that stuff they bring out, they're going to have to do cycles of it, the longer it's going to be between that shit coming out. So like, I really wanted the Yemic schematic back when that was what was around. I spent, for free to play, I spent everything I possibly had to try and get the Yemic schematic back in the day. Didn't get it. And then I don't think that expedition's been back at all. So that's the really bad part, because if you're whale-ish, say, and something comes out like that and you really want the Yeti mount, for instance, then you just use all your badges on that. You don't get it, just buy more. You don't get it, just buy more. Eventually you'll get it, right? But free to play, that's not the case. So anything like that is a bit rough, because if you don't get what you're looking for, and there's just more and more stuff coming out, more and more stuff coming out, by the time, you know, it's going to take forever to get back to what it was that you're trying to get. Elements are dumb because they make older sets totally obsolete. Both point and armor ranking, yes. The last time we had Expedition was with Yemic was March. There you go. So almost a year. So if you missed the Yemic schematic, which I did, and you really want it, it's almost a year that you have to wait, because they just keep bringing out new shit. The other thing is as well, like if you wanted to go Fusion, say you wanted to make where here Fatty, right? I made one, but say you wanted to you know, +5 or whatever, you need this bacon. Am I wrong in saying that that expedition is the only place you can get bacon, apart from buying it in store maybe? Or is one of the other expeditions also have bacon? Either way, this is another thing, right? So you need, not only do you need schematic, and then you can get Yetis, so that's fine. But you also need this shit, and this shit you get from the expeditions. So if the expedition isn't around very often, it's going to be hard to get these things, and the more expeditions that come out, the longer it is between repeat. Same thing with invasions, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, it's great that they're adding stuff to keep it fresh, but the thing with the expeditions is that the thing that I have slight issues with, and again, this is purely from a free-to-play perspective. Everything I say is from a free-to-play perspective, because I am free-to-play. I don't know, and I can't speak from a pay-to-win, pay-convenience whale perspective, or speak from a tank perspective, any of that stuff, because I'm not none of those things. So the only thing I know is free-to-play DPS, right? But as a free-to-play player, the other thing I don't like about it so much is that every expedition is essentially the same thing, just with a reskin, right? You know, there's different cosmetic mounts and all that, but you get the Featherfall set or the whatever the tank set is, and yeah, there's a different mythic in each one. But an expedition, it's not new mechanics. It's just another expedition, just with different flavor, and then the next one is just, again, it's just another expedition with new flavor. So an expedition is just mini raids, right? Or big dungeons, whatever you want to call them. So it's not really a new mechanic in the game. It's just padding. It's just cosmetic padding, effectively. It's still got different gear in it, like one mythic per thing, as I said, but it's still not a new mechanic. It's just the same thing, just with different looks, effectively. So, you know, if they were to bring in new, it's just new aesthetic, yeah. So if they were to bring in new mechanics, like maybe like a world boss, maybe they could bring in like a world raid, where, you know, instead of a world boss where you got 3 people or 5 people, whatever it is that you know, go towards the world boss, it could be 20 of you, and you go and do like a giant raid, like a you know, like a MMO raid, like a WoW raid or something. You know, you got 20 people. But then there's inherent problems with that as well. Like when you're doing world boss and people go AFK and you have to wait for like 10 minutes to finish the world boss, they could just enforce like 10-second thing, where after 10 seconds you just use a random ability like you would if you were just doing auto. So you could do like that. That would be a new mechanic, a new thing. But a lot of it is just the same thing, just with different flavor to it. Even the world boss with the elemental gear, it's still just a world boss, but you get different gear out of it. So I don't know. I just think the more of that stuff they bring out, the harder and harder it gets for free to play to stay somewhat competitive. Free to play is only competitive with free to play. You can't really compete with anything else because that's inherently how it works. There you are, Spook. What's up? Let's try and get inside. Oh, let's try and get inside you. There we go. I'm in your butt. Anyway, that's my views. I'm trying not to rat on the game or call it shit or anything like that, which is not the case. I mean, I play and make content and we're in the council and all that sort of stuff for a reason, because I really like this game, but there's always inherent issues with anything, and everyone has their opinions and stuff, and they're mine. So, which I don't think are the outlandish views. I think a lot of people share those kind of concerns. But end of the day, devs have got to make money. If they keep bringing out new stuff, even if it is just aesthetic changes and a new skin on stuff, people are still going to buy it and do it. So anyway, that is it for Bit Heroes, at least. Anyone that wants to stick around and watch and chat in some Monster Hunter World, by all means, stick around. And then after that, once my friend leaves, we'll be going to DS2 Donatello Run. And for the rest of the week, we'll also be doing DS2 Donatello Run until we finish it. And at some point, we'll be doing Stardew Valley with Scarlet when she's free.
Busy with tons of college work.
Welcome, Mech. And thank you for the resub, dude. I appreciate that. 4 months. Look at this guy. And it's a Twitch Prime sub as well. I do appreciate that. And welcome back. It's been a while. Anyway, yeah, so we're doing one day of Stardew when Scarlet's free. We'll finish off the DS2 Donatello run, and then I think we're gonna crack into Witcher 3, which will then be the next like fucking weeks/month of content. Got flooded with work. Yeah, you have been a busy boy. That's true. And yeah. Anyway, that's it, guys. Yeah, stick around for Monster Hunter World if you want to. Otherwise, if you're Bit Hero people, I will see you again on Wednesday. Okay, bye.